He's all in on your relationship if he does these 15 things. All know that actions speak louder than words, but sometimes when it comes to the emotionally charged playing field of dating and relationships, we get caught up on promises of potential, overlook red flags, and start to make excuses for poor behavior. It's important then that we stay clear-headed on observing someone's real and truthful behavior in order to determine whether or not they really are who they're presenting themselves as. Let me be clear. I fully understand how difficult this is to put into practice. One of the most powerful strategies I give my private clients is to consistently take inventory of their relationship and partner. What this means is, take an uncensored and honest look at the way things are going between you. Are your needs being met? Are you seeing red flags? Has their personality changed over time? Are you truly and genuinely making each other happy? Ask these questions and many others, of course, frequently. Just because you like the answers today doesn't mean you'll still like them in 6 months, though hopefully, you do. If you don't, though, you need to have the courage to address the elephant in the room when it walks in. Consistently holding yourself accountable to taking this inventory may be difficult, but it can also save you years of pain and heartbreak that could come as a result of ignoring red flags. Below, I'll discuss some of the green flags that signal a man is serious about building a future with you. Not based on his words but his actions. 1. He prioritizes spending time with you. I used very specific wording here for a reason. Spending time with you. Not just texting you or DMing you or sending you selfies. I mean spending genuine, real quality time with you. Spending time with you takes effort. It takes effort to plan dates, to drive to your house, to get dressed and look presentable, to back up words with actions. Here's the harsh truth. He could be sending those same exact texts that he's sending to you, to countless other women if he's just sitting around on his couch. But if he's in your physical presence frequently and with intention, there's no faking that. 2. He makes your happiness as important as his own. Do you know what real, honest, genuine, caring, kind-hearted, interested men don't do? They don't prioritize your happiness, because they're not truly committed to the things that are important to you. A man who's fully dedicated to you by default will be dedicated to the things that are important to you. He wants to see you succeed. He loves to see you happy. He's inspired by watching you do the things that set your soul on fire. As a result, he'll take the time to support you in all of these ventures. If he doesn't, then you have to ask yourself how interested in you he really is. 3. He plans things into the future. It didn't take long for Rachel and I to start making future plans back when we started dating, even if it was just a few weeks out. Then we bought plane tickets for a trip that was months away. Then we got a house, then engaged, married, changed the kids' names, you know the story. Men who are all in aren't afraid of committing to something in the future, no matter how far into the future it is. Why would he be? His intentions are to still be with you when that time comes. If he's unsure about his level of commitment, he'll never tie himself to plans that reflect it. 4. He works through conflicts with you, he doesn't walk away because of them. How quick is he to throw his hands up in the air and walk away from an argument? Is he willing to sit down, communicate, and figure it out? Or does he instantly revert to, well, fine, I guess this is over then? Real commitment isn't just something you stick to when things are good. Anyone can be by your side during the sunny days. The true test of their love is whether they'll hold the umbrella over you during the rainy days. Those challenges you face together are the very things that create a stronger bond as a couple. They give you an opportunity to find a solution to a problem that benefits both of you. They are a chance to say, it's not us against each other, it's us together against the problem. 5. FOMO be gone. FOMO equals fear of missing out. Years ago when I was intentionally single, I always wanted to be out and around at the biggest events, meeting everyone I could, connecting, talking, schmoozing, mingling. I felt like getting into a relationship, especially with the wrong person, would prevent me from taking full advantage of those opportunities. So I stayed single. I was afraid of missing out, I wasn't quite sure on what, but afraid nonetheless. However, when you find someone who overshadows all of that, the fear magically dissipates. Instead, you want to be spending all of your time with them. See point number 1, building something special. The parties and events and nights at the club seem more exhausting than they do appealing. You've been there, done that, and gotten the t-shirt. Of course, I'd never suggest giving up your social life. Just the opposite, actually. The truth is, though, your social life evolves when you begin building a future alongside someone. They become your teammate and you become theirs. You attend things together with a much different purpose. You are excited to share new experiences with them. You want everyone you meet to meet them as well. There's no reason for him to feel like he's missing out on something out there, while you are right here. A brief commercial break to remind you that if you're looking for private one-to-one guidance in your dating, personal or professional life, you can click here to book a consultation call with me regarding individual coaching. 6. He talks more about you and less about him. I think one of the biggest mistakes men make in dating is trying too hard to sell themselves. Times it's understandable. We as men are conditioned from a young age to do the pursuing when it comes to dating. And the old school chap in me who promotes chivalry and courtship agrees. However, some men take the position of, I need to show her why I'm the best in order to win a woman's affection. Most times the shot misses the target and they come across desperate, too try-hard or self-centered. Plus, a guy cannot learn about you while he's trying to tell you how great he is. Learning about you takes genuine curiosity, interest, communication, and questions. Then after that, follow-up questions. Needless to say, the hope is that you are equally interested in him, and the conversations flow, which allows you to both learn about each other. 7. He does things to make your life easier, without you having to ask. Rachel is a stay-at-home mom. Her work quite literally never ends. Our kids are 5 and 9, and if you have any experience with kids, well, you get it. Psalms, as I've learned they're called, are tragically unappreciated in our society as the immense amount of work required to be a good one often goes overlooked. At least 3 times a day I ask her if there's anything I can do to help. She's usually moving so quickly and working so efficiently, though, that things are half done by the time I even ask. That being said, I do everything I can to make her life easier when I have the chance. Sometimes they are tiny minuscule things that only we understand. For example, I've put a glass of water on her nightstand every single night for more than 3 years. That is a standard that I hold for myself to carry out no matter what. If she's craving an iced coffee, or one of the kids' toys has run out of batteries, or we need some essentials for the house, I'll be up and in my car before she can even get her keys. Small, but consistent actions to remind her that I'm always there to help. The point is this: no matter how much someone has it all figured out, there are always small opportunities to contribute to their lives. Sure, she can do it all by herself, but you should always be there to help just the same. 8. The real you doesn't scare him away. Time to be honest here, we can all be a little difficult at times. Not only that, being in a long-term relationship means you see people's quirks, nuances, and idiosyncrasies. You witness their annoying habits. You see them when they first wake up. You see them when they're sick or don't feel well. You see them when they face a loss, or a challenge, or a personal struggle. A guy who's only half in will just be there for the good half. When those challenges arise, you'll notice him fading away until things get better. If he's really serious, though, he understands that the good and bad of life come together as a package deal, and he accepts all of you as you are today. 9. He brings you around the people closest to him. You don't get invited over to his parents' house for dinner, or to a family holiday, or to Friendsgiving with his closest buds if you're just a fling. That only happens when he wants everyone to get to know the amazing woman he's dating, because he knows you're going to be around for a while. 10. He remembers small details. He knows you got that scar on your forearm from falling off your bike when you were 6. He remembers not just your anniversary, but your parents' anniversary. He knows your favorite candy and he gets you one every time he sees it at the store. Men don't pay that kind of attention to details unless they're about someone they really care about. 11. You're on his social media. This one is a little weird, but I personally believe it to be an important point here in 2025. Some people still say, meh, it's just social media. But this is how I see it. Your social media is a reflection of your life. It's where you show people what you're up to, where you post and share things that are important to you, where you document your days virtually. At least that's what I do. Yes, some people are more active than others. Some also are more private than others. But If you're in a long-term, committed relationship with someone who actively uses social media, and there is no sign of you on their pages, this is a big red flag. Unless he's secretly trying to appear single, he should be willing and excited to show that you are a big part of his life. 12. He shares his secrets with you and accepts yours. A relationship is about embracing and accepting all of a person, and we cannot accept what we do not know. He should be willing to lay all of his cards on the table, while openly allowing you to do the same. 13. He always stays true to his word. A man who makes promises doesn't deserve your respect. A man who keeps promises does. 14. He considers your feelings when making decisions. I think one of the biggest reasons that men stay out of relationships is because they simply don't want to consider another person's feelings in their regular decision-making. When you're single, you can go wherever you want, do whatever you want, meet whoever you want, all without asking for permission or worrying about raising suspicion. If he's not checked the box from point number 5 yet, FOMO, he won't want to give up the total autonomy he has in his life. Maybe he's not ready yet. Maybe he's not sowed his wild oats yet. Maybe he's just not in that phase of life. Or maybe he's just not serious enough about you. If he was, he'd willingly keep your feelings in mind. 15. He is consistent and authentic every day. A man who's serious about building a future with you wants to show you the real him. He doesn't want to put on an act, or for you to fall for a false image of who you think he is. He wants you to see love, and accept him for the man he has worked to become. This doesn't mean he'll always be perfect. Just the opposite, actually. It means that he'll be real. Genuine, authentic, consistently himself. No filters or masks or false personas, just you and him building a bond together. When you both find someone that you can share this uncensored realness with, that is when deep emotional connection is formed. You see him for who he is. He sees you for who you are. You both embrace each other. He'll know that he doesn't have to be the perfect man to make you happy, but he will be the man he said he was when he first met you.